Shalom, beloveds. This is the CIA's greatest hits. Hit number 3, destroying Iranian democracy. The history of the CIA in Iran shows that it isn't the failures of the agency we need to worry about. Numerous though they are, its successes in Iran is one of the biggest so far, are far more dangerous. The CIA did exactly what was asked of it in Iran, disposing of the mildly nationalistic regime that was a minor irritant to U.S. policymakers. As a direct result, a fiercely nationalistic regime came to power 26 years later, and it's proved to be a major irritant to the U.S. ever since. In 1951, Dr. Mohammad Mossadegh was the most popular politician in the country. The most popular politician in the country was elected prime minister of Iran. His major election plank was the nationalization of the only oil company operating in Iran at that time, British Petroleum. The nationalization bill was passed unanimously by the Iran parliament. Though Mossadegh offered BP considerable compensation, his days were numbered from that point on. The British coordinated an international economic embargo on Iran, throwing its economy into chaos, and the CIA, at the request of the British, began spending millions of dollars on ways to get rid of Mossadegh. The CIA's plan hinged on the young Shah of Iran, Reza Pahlavi, a timid and inexperienced figurehead. He was a mere shadow of his father, who had led a pro-Nazi regime during World War II. In 1953, with CIA backing, the Shah ordered Mossadegh out of office and appointed a Nazi collaborator as his successor. Demonstrators filled the streets in support of Mossadegh, and the Shah fled to Rome. Undaunted, the CIA paid for pro-Shah street demonstrators, who seized the radio station and announced that the Shah was on his way back and that Mossadegh had been disposed. In reality, it took a 9-hour tank battle in the streets of Tehran, killing hundreds, to remove Mossadegh. Compared to the bloodshed to follow, however, that was just a drop in the bucket. In 1976, Amnesty International concluded that the Shah's CIA-trained security force, SAVAK, S-A-V-A-K, had the worst human rights record on the planet, and that the number of variety of torture techniques the CIA had taught SAVAK were beyond belief. Inevitably, in 1979, the Iran people overthrew the bloodstained Shah, with great bitterness and hatred toward the U.S. for installing him and backing him all those years. The radical fundamentalist regime that rules Iran today could never have found popular support without the CIA's 1953 coup and